In this video, what we have is a revenue equation. The revenue equals the quantity times the price. And let's say the quantity is governed by this equation, 4,800 minus 600 times the price. Now, if we want a revenue of $10,500, let's put a dollar sign there. If we want this revenue of $10,500, how should we set the price? Well, to do that, we're just going to plug and chug. We're going to plug some numbers in and then solve for P. So the 10,500 is the revenue. So we'll put that there. 10,500. And that equals Q times P. Well, instead of writing Q, I'm going to write this entire expression for Q. That is 4,800 minus 600 P. And that is being multiplied by this P. So I have to put another P there. Okay, now we have an equation. Let's start solving it. So we have to distribute that P, and we get the equation 10,500 equals 4,800P minus 600P squared. Let's subtract the 10,500 from each side. Actually, no, let's do the other thing. Let's subtract 4,800P and add 600P squared to each side so that we have everything equals 0, because that's how we solve a quadratic equation. And next, well, let's see what we have. We get the 600P squared minus 4,800P plus 10,500 equals 0. Now let's factor out a greatest common factor here, and it's just going to be a number, so let's just divide by, let's see, first we'll divide by 100. Let's divide by 300. And we can just cut everything down here. Divide everything by 300. And it's okay. We can't just go and divide by a variable, but we can divide by 300. It's just a number. 0 divided by 300 just leaves 0 on that side. And we get 2p squared plus 16p plus 35 equals 0. We could try to factor this. I'm just going to throw this in the quadratic formula, which is P equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And in that case, this is a, this is b, and this is c. So 2 is a, 16 is our b, and 35 is our c. Let's throw that in there. And we get p equals negative 16 plus or minus the square root of 16 squared minus 4 times 2 times 35 over 2 times 2. Let's go to the calculator and simplify that and see what we get. And you get p equals negative 16 plus or minus, so far so good, negative 24. Under the radical, over 4. Doesn't matter about this other stuff. What the big problem is, we're taking the square root of a negative number. We can't do that. So we say no solution. You say, well, shoot, that does me no good. I didn't solve the problem. Well, actually, we found out something interesting. We said there is no price under this condition right here. There is no price that would give us a revenue of 10,500. So your boss comes to you, says, we need a revenue of 10,500. You say, look at that formula. We can't do it. But the truth is that if you were to graph this, let's say you have this coordinate system, and you were to graph just the revenue part, so just this part, right? If you graph just the revenue part, it would look something like this. Okay, this is a really rough sketch, and it would max out there. It would max out, this is a revenue now, it would max out at $9,600. Well, 10,500 is above that, so you can't do it. So there is no solution. There is no price, and that makes sense too, because it just in real life you can't just set a price and just get any old revenue you want. That'd be great, but it doesn't work that way. So in this problem, there is no solution, no price that'll give you that revenue. I hope that helps.